Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for continuing to join me on this journey. We are on custom deck railing part 7 of this series. Once again, this is just for fun for me. I have no idea how many parts this is going to take. I'm just going to keep doing it until it's done, but thank you so much for joining me. As you can see on the last part that we did, part 6, I had to go back and redo some work and troubleshoot some of the issues that I had with that. I got that all taken care of. So today's agenda is to get the plates that I just cut out, and I will put a quick 5 to 8 second video in between me talking now and me getting started on welding everything back together on what it looks like for the CNC plasma cutter to cut out those parts. It's pretty interesting, but it can be kind of boring if you want to see the whole process. Anyways, we'll move on. Today's objective, again, get those plates welded on, get the hand railing for the stairs on the deck tacked together, make sure all the angles are correct, and then I'm going to weld it all up, clean the welds for wherever I needed to clean, and then I'm going to see about what time it is, how I feel. Again, I don't really have a set schedule that I have to be done with this by any certain point. I kind of was hoping to have been done with it by now because school has already started and now my time is limited to where I can only come in on some Fridays. So I'm just going to keep trucking on it, get this done as soon as I can, and just have fun with it. That's all I'm trying to do. Anyways, in the future, I want to show a couple of things how I fix certain mistakes. Last episode, I talked about how I had to extend a piece of metal. Well, it left some bare metal spots, and before I start cutting the expanded metal out to fit in to the side to kind of have a decorative piece or a retention piece for small animals, children, things like that, I want to show you guys how I'm going to go through and fix it. I'm thinking that's going to be episode or part 8. We'll see. Anyways, let's go ahead and get back to work. All right, everyone. Yeah, I've been working for a couple hours now. You can see I got one of the two hand railing systems for the staircase on the deck. It took me a little bit longer than I anticipated to get this one done because I'm working with, instead of working with right angles everywhere, I'm working with a lot of different angles. If you can see in the video, I had a yellow plastic angle finder, and I checked everything to make sure that the angles were right where I needed them to be according to the blueprint. I made sure to check the blueprint many times in between whenever I was lining it up. So hopefully we won't have any issues on this one. Everything looks like it came together really well. If you did see in the video, I did extend one of the legs on the hand railing that goes into the ground. That part that got extended will be in the ground, so I'm not terribly worried about it. But it's one of those things where I don't know what I was thinking, what I did, so on and so forth, but I ended up cutting it like almost 12 inches short. So it is what it is. I got it fixed. I know how to do that. I know how to make it blend it in, make it look okay. Like I said, it's gonna be in the ground anyways, or at least close to the ground, so most people won't see it. You won't run your hand on it, you won't be able to feel it. But hopefully before next, or during next video, I should say, I want to do the second hand railing of it going down, and then I'm going to show you how to blend these grind areas where I've been grinding some of the welds down flush to kind of blend everything in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a torch, I'm going to heat them up, and I'm going to make the mill scale on top of it, and take a wire wheel or a wire cup and kind of clean it up, make sure that it all looks homogeneous, so that way whenever you first look at it, you can't really tell that it's all got these grind marks on it. That's my hope. Again, that will probably be video number 9, if I'm being honest. So next video, video 8, will probably be finishing the second hand railing, getting that done. Video 9, blending, cleaning, all of that stuff, and maybe getting started on cutting out the expanded metal and getting that into all the frames. We'll see. Again, I'm just having fun with this. This is just a project for me to do. This is also something for me to help develop my skills as a fabricator, so that way I can help teach my students better. It's something that I need to improve on. It's been a long time since I've done any actual fab work, and sometimes your skills just get a little rusty. So this is all that is for me. I really enjoy doing this. Even the mistakes that I make, it's all a learning experience, and it's a lot of fun, and it really helps me get through some of the tougher times during the week whenever I'm standing there doing lectures, especially in the beginning of the school year, and we're starting to do safety. Everyone gets bored with safety, but it's important. But stuff like this really helps me get through the week, knowing that I have this at the end of the week to look forward to. Unfortunately, next week I have meetings, professional development during Friday, so who knows, either next week I might have to skip a video or I'll come in on a Saturday. I haven't figured it out yet. I'll probably make a decision. Either way, you'll figure it out, or you'll find out as soon as I release the next video. But as always, make sure you tie in your welds and wrap your corners, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good one.
Hello everyone, this is me a couple days later after recording the video, and I've been doing some editing, getting the video ready for release, and I really started to think about why that post was almost 12 inches short. So I really started thinking about it, and I went back, looked at the blueprint, looked at some of my math, the blueprint, and I realized that the reason why one of the posts was 12 inches short is because the angles on the hand railing system, I had done some of the math wrong, essentially. So what had happened was the angles that everything was supposed to be cut at should have been 15 degrees. Now on my blueprint, I had it at 75 degrees, but on the miter saw there was no 75 degree, and I did some math, not really thinking how to appropriately do it. very simply, I should have subtracted 75 from 90 to get 15 degrees. Somehow I ended up with 30 degrees, and that is why that post ended up coming out almost 12 inches short, which means the whole thing is very much so off. And after thinking about it and realizing it while I'm editing, I'm going to have to get some more material and start over on the hand railing. It's kind of a pain to have to go back and deal with that, but it is something that I am definitely going to need to do. I'm glad I caught it before I tried to install, um, but it's really been frustrating because the whole deck railing so far has been going pretty well until I got to the hand railing for the stairs. And I feel like I've been making mistake after mistake after mistake, and they're all fairly simple mistakes that come from rushing. And it's been very frustrating, but I'm not going to let this stop me. I've got to get it done. It's something that I promised my mother-in-law I'd do, and all it means is now I've got to order, I think, 2 more sticks of that square tube and start over on the hand railing. Everything else so far is good. I'm almost done with that, but it's going to mean that it's going to take me longer to get it finished. But I'm hoping that I really do learn my lessons from these mistakes. And I've been talking to some friends, and I've been really beating myself up about it and just saying, I can't believe made these mistakes. I'm a welding teacher. I should be doing better than this. I should know better. And the general consensus is, how long has it been since you actually have done fabrication? And it's been a while. And I think what it was is my me thinking that I knew everything I needed to know and not being willing to make sure I double check my math, my measurements, my angles, all of that, because I was being overconfident and just saying that I know what I'm doing. But the truth of the matter is that we're always learning. We're always the the ability to make mistakes never goes away. You just have to be careful and you have to actually pay attention to what you're doing. So I'm gonna keep going on this. It is a pretty big setback for me. It is very frustrating. Um, but anyways, that's enough about that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.